Welcome back to another tale told by Krumit. I make it sound all spooky and mysterious, like, oh yes, when really he's like, "Rah, I'm Krumit. Rah."
Come in.
Yeah. Come in. That's kind of the same as welcome back. I am Krumit. Krumit. I don't know the difference, right? So, you can see we're doing another Meteorfall Krumit's Tale stream here. At this point, I've been editing the video for YouTube. I don't know how well they're gonna do, so we'll see if anyone likes them or not. Watch me finish the editing thing and get like 1 view, and I'll be like, whoops, well, oh well. That's how it works. I said what? 1, 2, 1A, B. Anyways, 2B. As you can see, I still don't have my cam set up, which is one reason I'm doing this and not, I promised I'd do Dark Souls next, but I'm not until at least I have my cam, because, like, part of the fun of, like, I think the most fun of you watching me do Dark Souls will be me failing, right? Like, you've seen the game by this point. It's not a new game. And so you want to see my lovely face going, ah, as I die to skeletons. And since I can't do that right now, you get this instead. But I've got a gray in my beard. This guy's got gray in his beard. Let's try Graybeard. Graybeard the Arcanist. Yeah, I'm still gonna just do no New Game Plus for the purpose of showing things off. Now, if you've seen my Bruno video, you know what's going on. If you haven't, you should probably watch it, or you've already played this game. That's cool too. Just so you know, since at this point I'm sure you've watched the Bruno stream or video, and these will make sense now. So what do the New Game Plus things do? I'll show you on him, because I have more unlocked. So obviously, you start on normal mode. Once you've beaten it once, you can do New Game Plus 1. Start with -2 max health. And then, in addition to that, items in the shop cost 5 additional gens. And then addition to that, you get 2 curses in your deck when you reach the 2nd dungeon. Then, enemies have +1 max health. That one's really bad. Like, 1, 2, and 3, not too bad. This one can be a problem. And then finally, at New Game Plus 5, which is the farthest I've ever gotten, health bonus from discarding tiles reduced to 1. That's not actually as bad as this one, especially if you get Vampire, because then you don't get health from discarding anyways. But
the wise.
I'm just showing off Graybeard. Oh, I'm gonna update my Twitch stream. I spelled gray with an A, not an E. Where are we going first? We're going to the nondescript farmstead. So unassuming, innocent, neutral, and unremarkable, it may as well be anywhere. But importantly, it is here. Okay.
Hero?
What is Graybeard's thing? Well, he starts with Arcanist. Whenever you acquire an ability, deal 1 piercing damage to the topmost enemy in the same column. This does a few things. Like, as Bruno, we didn't really need to worry about positioning. Like, because, when you buy a tile or kill an enemy, the next tile falls down into the slot that's open, right? Or in the, column. Like, if I buy this, it'll fall on top of you. As Bruno, we didn't really care. As Graybeard, it's starting to make a difference. And actually, his ability is not really even the reason why. I don't know. I mean, we'll just beat someone up first. Because, like, yes, you can get, some damage.
Reminds me of
It's like, okay, she spawns here. That's fine. We don't care. You up. I'm trying to show you why how you can use that, except that none of these are lining up. Bad game. Okay, blop, blop, blop. There we go. Okay, so here's some stuff you can do with positioning. So it's like, all right, the topmost enemy, will take 1 piercing damage when you get an ability. This is not an ability, this is an item. But the next thing is an ability, so we get this.
What a find.
And now we can go do 1 piercing damage. Once we get we'll kill one of these people, we'll get another gold. We can do another piercing damage, kill her without ever fighting her. So yeah, that's, kind of neat. it's
Fortuitous.
not the... I want this.
Hit it.
The positioning actually matters more when it comes to... there's some things that will like lower the cost of stuff, and that's more useful.
More health.
Okay, big. Yeah, so there.
Keepers.
Killed her. Never even fought her. But yeah, so, you know, there's a little positioning going on here. It's certainly not as important as it is with, say, Mischief, who we'll get to.
You made it look easy.
But, you know, you can see, like, okay, plan ahead to see where the abilities go, because, like, and, you know, I'll wait till I have to think. Ooh. Oh, I have to describe Tiles again, because it's a new character. Except, you know, I didn't describe most of them. I'm just going to describe these three because I want all three of these. They're really great. So, Lightning Strike. You know, I was talking about how, like, Bruno's abilities don't really cost that much in the last stream/YouTube episode. And how, so, things that, like, balanced where your abilities all cost 2, not really useful for him because his things are 2 or 1 anyway. Now you're getting to see things like, okay, you know, Graybeard, 3 and 4 for abilities. But that's because stuff like Lightning Strike does 12 piercing damage to a target enemy, and then it's split evenly amongst adjacent enemies. So, like, if you hit one person by themselves, 12. Hit 2 people next to each other, 6 each. It's still basic math, just like last time. This is the one I was talking about, the Lightning Storm. 4 piercing damage to everybody. It's real good. Like this and Pyroclasm and Winter Storm or whatever the thing that freezes everyone is. That one. Those 3 are my favorite. This is a really great item. I'm not going to get it because it costs 6. So you have to have a lot of money. And it works better if you get it early. But you do 4. It's an item where you do 4 piercing damage to a burning enemy. If they die, your base attack is increased by 1 for the remainder of the dungeon. And let me tell you, if you have a build where you have a lot of money at the start, like say you have Baron, where you keep your money between rounds, that you can do all, like, you know, you have a base attack of 2, get some fire, kill a bunch of weak enemies. Now you have a base attack of 5. That's ridiculous. Remember? Yeah. But we're gonna go with this one. Overall, most useful. Okay, what do we have? Crusader? No. Ghostly? No. Privileged? No. Intelligent? Maybe Crusader, actually. Nah, we'll do it. We'll increase max. Because, you know, each round, your deck size increases. Intelligent, we just have a lot more space. Now, of course, we can't buy a lot this time. Buy that, though.
Well bought.
And this, Tome of Elemental Magic. Very useful. It gives you one of your abilities that costs 2 or less. And you can use it 3 times.
Well bought.
Alright. Can't afford anything else. So, like, we haven't used up all our deck space like that. You can't start if you have more. You know, we can have up to 15. If we have 16, we have to sell. It's perfectly fine to go in with less. The game doesn't make you get stuff. I mean, it can't. You'd be like, I don't have the money, and like, buy more. But I can't buy more. The dank forest. This forest is truly the dankest. Yet it doesn't seem to faze the warbears and their brutal barbarians.
Watch yourself, hero.
Okay. Now let me just get back. I was talking about positioning in the last one, so let me talk a little bit more about Krumit's stuff. Wizard Robe. He has 2 of them to start. They cost 0, they have 0 block, but anytime you get an ability, you increase their block by 1. Then, these are his basic things that he comes with. Fireball and Ice Bolt. Ice Bolt deals 3 piercing damage and freezes an enemy. You saw Freeze last time as Bruno, but just in case you don't, I mean, just look over to the right side of the screen. What does Freeze do if you never saw that? It means you should watch that. But what it actually means is they still will do their turn and attack, but any damage will be reduced to 0. So you can, like, hurt someone and freeze them. You can do it inside or outside of combat. Fireball. It just does 6 piercing damage to target enemy. And I want this.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right, well, I'll get that. All right, so let's think about our positioning, because I don't have anything to do with lowering costs yet, but so we just really have this to think about positioning, doing the 1 piercing damage to someone in the same column. Whatever we do next, this guy is gonna go on top. So like, let's say, you know, we bought this. Okay, he takes a damage, so he's down to 3 health. That's okay. This guy goes on top, so now it's gonna be, you know, this guy, fireball, this guy. We buy this, he'll be the one to take the damage instead, so now they each have 3, which isn't great because, you know, we hit for 2 at a time, they have 4 health. Having like 1 point of damage isn't gonna help much. That's not gonna like save us a turn, because, you know, I don't know if I actually saw these as Bruno. If you didn't, if I'm remembering, they just do 2 with Blitz each time. Why am I talking about this? I'll just show you. I'll show you with this guy. So like, yeah, this guy, 4 health. You know, if you think about it, it's basic math. We get hit twice, we hit him twice. Cool. Like, all right, let's do damage. Okay, well now there's another guy, we can't hit him with more, or this guy with more stuff. Like, if this comes in, it's just gonna hit him. Like, but he has 3 health, that's good, right? It doesn't make a difference. We still take 2 turns. So, Greg, okay, then why does it matter? Well, okay, now I can get it. Fireball. Now he's had 2 damage. Now we only get hit once. It saves us a turn. So that's why you kind of have to think, you can't just let people come in willy-nilly if you're trying to make use of your Arcanist ability. Now, as I said, there's better things you can use to spend your time, your effort on. If I had I do have the money for this now. Ah.
What a find!
Whatever, you're dead. I don't want to fight you. Using it to make stuff. Okay, I didn't get the ability I wanted, but there's an ability, and I was trying to show it off, where you hit someone for 2 damage, and then all the tiles around them cost 1 less. I think it's 1 less, not 2 less. Either way, you hit them for some damage, and things around them are cheaper. That's what you use. That's what you use like positioning for mainly, if you can get it going, because like, yeah, doing damage with your abilities is okay, but it's more useful. Like, all right, we're gonna get a guy to come in here, and then, you know, he'll be in this one, we can hit him with that, it lowers the cost of this, you know, and this if it wasn't already free. Or you can be like, okay, we really want Lightning Storm, which costs the most, so we, you know, buy one of these, the guy comes in here, get the other thing, it, you know, the guy falls down, then we hit him with it. So that's sort of how you do positioning is great. And I'm sorry that I had to just talk about it rather than show you, but my random generated spell tome didn't want to play nice. Hey! So when I was talking about like abilities that cost a lot but are really strong, and like why and I kept saying Pyroclasm. Here's the oft talked about like, I've heard so much about you. 4 gold, 15 piercing damage. Especially we're going into a boss fight. That's real good.
Choose wisely.
Hey, I was just talking about you. Vampire. I don't think I forgot this as Bruno, did I? I was talking about how like chilled or freeze or what, like whenever you're hit, it freezes the enemy is one of my favorites. This is my other favorite. I mean, I have a few favorites, but there's some that are very good, basically, no matter what you do. Vampire is one of them. So when you sell a tile, you no longer gain any health. Like, that doesn't sound like you still get the money from it, but you don't gain health. Well, that's not great, but when you kill an enemy, you'd get 2 health. Now, this has pros and cons when you think about it. It's like, yeah, you can't, like, oh, I'm really injured and there's a bunch of guys to fight. You know, you can't, heal up before it. And, like, you have to go in with what you have. So it can, lead you to being killed. It's not like it's the perfect, no downside at all flaw perk. But it's really, really nice because think about it, your gems come from how many bonus tiles you have left at the end. If every time you're killing an enemy you get 2 health, you're going to have more tiles to use or that you can ignore. So you can get more gems. It also means poison is basically not a thing anymore unless they're highly poisoning you in one combat. Because if someone hits you, like, say, one of the green glob goos, whatever, goobers, that's what they're called. They do, like, you hit them, then they do 2 poison to you, you hit them, you take damage, now you have 1, and then you hit them. Because, yeah, then your poison's gone because you heal after combat. So unless someone's doing a lot of poison in one combat, you don't have to worry about little things of poison adding up over time. It just gets healed as you fight.
Your journey continues.
It also means that anytime you take 2 or less damage in a fight, you're essentially doing the fight for free.
So studious.
Like, okay, oh no, we don't really have anything. Well, okay.
Hit it.
It won't be 2, but, like, let's fight this lady. Yeah, we take 1. We take 2. We've taken a total of 3 damage. We kill her. We go back up. We're at 9. We took 1 damage from that fight. We don't have to sell anything. We don't have to use a health potion. We just convert that fight from 3 damage to 1. Now, of course, it's not, you have to be able to survive the 3 hit. Yeah. I'm sure you understand now. Okay, let's talk about other things like Wizard Robe and how Tome of Elemental Magic is great.
Fortuitous.
So Wizard Robes, they increase block every time you get an ability. That doesn't necessarily mean just from the board. That's here too. So we'll take Char, burns an enemy for 3. It's not the best, but, now we've got 1 and 1 on that. Burn. Do it again. I take Zap, which does 2 piercing damage. It's pretty basic, but for every copy of Zap still not on the board in the deck, it does +2. It, like, builds up a charge. Now, for us, we don't have Zap in our deck, so it's just 2 damage. That's fine. Bop. Lamp. Let's repair this. So, I was talking before about how, like, the basic thing, like, why lamps are so good, and, like, at the least, it will give you more than, like, you pay 2 and you can get 3 gold. That's the like, most basic, non-useful thing. You can get up to 9 health for 2 gold, but, in this case, 2 gold gets you 3 more abilities if you put all of it into repairing this. And, and so, like, that's, as talking, like, I just had to fight some guys. 2 gold, we've already used, we're gonna get 3 abilities out of it, which, could be worth a lot, depending on which ability. Like, if we get 3 things worth 2, that's 6, so that's already a good deal. But they're stacking, so, like, you're not just, oh, that's what I was talking about. You're not just getting 3 abilities, you're also getting 3 armor on this. And it's like, that's why Wishing Lamp is very good, is it compounds with other items that interact with each other. And here's the whole thing I was trying to talk about last time, and I'm like, positioning, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I mean, this is already perfect. Do 2 piercing damage, and reduce the cost by 2. It isn't 1. Bomp. That's free. Now that's only 2. Ooh, this is another very good one. Teleport. Shuffle all the tiles back into the deck, and you get 4 health. And if you're in battle, you leave battle.
New toy.
Like, that sounds like a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's very handy. It's like, let's say, okay, 2. Oh no, okay, he's armored. Oh, he can't get through it. Oh wow, he did a lot of damage. He's gonna hurt us. Well, let's just reset the whole board.
You bear to face. Bramble.
And of course, you don't have to do it in combat. Like, that counts as a free runaway and a heal and reset stuff. But let's say, like, you know, if Bramble was the only one left and we had nothing but tiles, like, you normally would have to sell tiles until you get the enemy to appear. Try using that. Maybe you'll get your enemy. Or conversely, maybe you have that and there's nothing but enemies and you're like, wow, I'm gonna die if I do this fight. Reset it. Maybe you'll get some abilities instead. Fix you. And I'll wait on that for now. Oh, I'll take that. All right, so here's the thing, like, let's think about positioning. I could hit her. Okay, apparently right click doesn't cancel either. That's fine. Because now that's free, that's free, that's free. The other thing I was gonna do is buy this, and then he'd drop down, and then I could use it and, you know, get it on this and this. Oh, well. Let's think about positioning, or even better, let's not.
That will be needed.
Or even better, let's. Oh, I can't buy that. Wait, yes, I can. And bomb. The power of Greybeard.
Continues.
We'll go with Reaper. Base damage is increased by 1 against damaged enemies.
Stock up.
Yes, Lucky Ace. Lucky Ace I talked about during the Bruno stream too. Instantly shuffle copies of each ability in your inventory into the deck.
A prudent purchase.
So you get, you know, if you just have like a bunch of items, like, okay, you have 2 of the cloaks and a random, you know, your spell creation thing, and then you create 1 spell and you use that, like, yeah, that's kind of boring. On the other hand, let's say you have Lightning Storm and Pyroclasm and the Teleport. Copy all of those into the deck? Heck yes. Yeah, I'll do Serving.
My choice as well.
Let's go. Glowtech Robot Factory. They used to build household servant robots here. Then someone added swords and lasers to the assembly line. The rest is very messy history. Oh. Yeah, good time.
Tricky.
There's a few things I could do here. All right, actually, let me show you how Vampire is cool. 2 damage. Oh no, I took 2 damage. And we're 3 because we have Reaper now. Now we hit him, we're gonna take 2. A, we heal back up, so that only took 2 damage instead of 4. And B, we're not poisoned anymore. Poison just isn't a thing. Now, on this. Do I want to waste a wishing lamp to get it? Sure. I'll
What luck.
gold and gold and gold. So what this is instantly fills all empty inventory slots with copies of Zap. So if you have 1 spot available, not really worth it. Zap that costs 3. On the other hand, 4 Zaps that cost 3. Bop, bop. Now, before I was talking about like 1 damage, that doesn't really help because it's doing 2 and they have an even number. Yeah, but now we don't just hit for 2. Here's another reason why positioning can help with just doing 1. Now that we have Reaper, all the damage against our base damage is increased by 1 if they're, hurt. This guy took 1 damage, which means from the get-go, we do 3. Instead of doing 2 and then 3 and then 3, which, you know, still takes 3 rounds of combat. Now it only takes 2 because he's down by 1 and we do 3 plus 3, 2 rounds only.
Strategize.
So yes, just like Krumit says, you have to strategize.
Nice.
Also like he says, nice. Whoa. Settle down there, buddy.
Yes.
Burn you. Ooh, I want that. And then that, yeah. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. Just don't have another good one.
Splattered.
Yeah, so here's like Vampire. I took 2 damage. I kill him. I'm back at full health. The combat's free.
Will you triumph?
Will you triumph? Yes. Yes, I will. Thanks for asking. Alright, I'm gonna do things that might not be the best gameplay-wise, but they will show stuff off. Okay. Now, again, this is not the best use of cards or anything, but I'm gonna show.
Finders keepers.
I'll sell this. We don't get any health from it. We don't need any health, but
Won't be needing that.
all right. Lucky Ace. Instantly shuffle copies of each ability in your inventory into the deck. So like, yeah, if you had like a couple fireballs, you know, that's okay. There's another fireball, another ice bolt, another pyroclasm, and another lightning storm. So A, there's a lot of strong stuff now in the deck still. B, it gives us a bunch of cards. Like, it gave us 4 more tiles that will all count as gems when we're finished.
Merely a small fry.
So yeah, you can copy stuff to get cool things. You can copy stuff to just, you know, get more gems.
Treasure.
Yeah, I guess. We need more money is the problem.
Choose
Okay,
one.
chill. We want that.
Choose carefully.
Yeah, we'll do chill staff. So chill staff is an item instead. You know, normally I've just been focusing on spells. He does have some pretty cool items. In this case, you know, here's the thing. It gets 5 attack, and when you kill someone, you get a thing of ice bolt. So it's like, yeah, it costs 3, but you get a weapon and
Magic.
hopefully a spell out of the deal. Yeah, all right, one of those 2.
Quite the bargain.
I really just want like a gold treasure chest. I need more money. I got expansive stuff.
Where to?
That but Jackaltown, blah 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 blue. Something, something, something. It's great. Hooray, the end.
Will you triumph?
Oh yeah, I've chilled now. So like these guys combining our healing with chill. These are free combats. They do 2 damage, we heal 2 health. Just, we can convert these guys into money for free. Go, go, Gadget Graybeard. Granted, you know, anyone can do that because anyone can get chill and anyone can get vampire. But not just anyone has it, Graybeard has it. Speaking while I'm just murdering my way through Jackaltown, if you're wondering, like, Graybeard, and at the beginning I was like, oh, you spelled with an E, not an A. If you're one of those people that's like, what's the difference between gray with an A and gray with an E? When do I use each? Let me tell you, it is a very, very simple way to think about it, and you will never be confused again. When I was told this, I was like, oh, my whole life changed around. All right, that's selling it a little high. That's a little hyperbole, but gray with an A is American. Gray with an E is England. There you go. American English and British English. That's the only difference, and it's right there in the letter. Now you've learned something today. Oh, here's a cool little thing.
Finders
Ice bolt.
keepers.
You know, we talked about stealth before. You can't target people who are stealth directly. Like, you have to fight them before stealth is no longer a thing. Now, granted, you know, these guys, it doesn't matter. It's still a free combat. They only did 2, then they're frozen, then, yeah. But if they were stronger, you know, there's stronger dudes with stealth than just this. This card, Lightning Storm, deal 4 piercing damage to all enemies on board. This will hit people with stealth because you're not targeting them specifically. Like, you can't, like, you know, this is like, let me point at who I want to shoot. And you're like, this is the only guy I see. Like, it makes sense, right? You can't aim at the guy you can't see. This, on the other hand, you're not aiming. You're just, like, calling up the massive storm clouds above to rain down havoc on everyone below. It doesn't matter that it can't see it. They're just hit by everything. So that's a neat thing about stealth. Oh, speaking of neat thing, yeah. That was a great use. -2 on Pyroclasm, -2 on Lightning Storm, and -2 on Fireball. Fireball is also, like, I've been talking about, yeah, Lightning Storm and Pyroclasm. Fireball is a like, 6 damage for 2 gold. Like, think about, like, Bruno took, like, 1 gold to get Slash, but that only did 3 damage, and it had to be paired with a weapon. Like, Fireball's a pretty good deal.
Will you triumph?
Anyways, back to massacring people in Jackaltown. Jackaltown, Jackaltown. Greybeard's not messing around. What you want? More abilities. Grab a spell, many possibilities. Watch out. Here comes the Greybeard Jackaltown. So here's another thing, like, yeah, I've been, like, shooting people to be like, let's just kill that guy. Bomp, he's dead. You don't have to use, like, yeah, Fireball, it doesn't make sense to, like, if we were gonna use it on him, like, just shoot him. He has less health. But you don't have to do it outside of combat. And a reason why you might not want to is... Now, in this case, I would. I'm just showing off why you wouldn't. Let's say that these were reversed. Let's say he was doing 4 damage, and then 6 damage with Blitz. You could hit him.
Oh, no!
Okay, well, actually, okay, here's another thing. It's like, oh, he's gonna kill us now. Now, we froze him in combat the round that we wanted to. Now, yes, like, we actually wanted to freeze him the first round. That would have been the smartest thing. But I'm just showing you can save it and then use it in battle when you actually need it. So, you know, I was just doing a little shrug thing like, yeah, you know, and you can't see me do a shrug thing. Here, let me. Oh, shrug. Ooh, you saw me shrug. Okay. I'm sorry for that. I didn't want that. That was a waste.
Invigorating, no?
Whatever. Just get this. Get this. So yeah, 3 gold. How about we instantly kill this guy? And now we have Ice Bolt. As I said, this one. Now, and here's a fun thing. So we hit him with Ice Bolt. He's frozen outside of combat. That is not the same as Chill. So we hit him. He attacks. Now it's like, oh, I'm attacking again, and then he's frozen again. You know, it's cool. Now hear what I'm talking about, like when you get into the thing where there's too many good things. Here's where teleport could be useful as well. You're like, I don't want to sell these. I just want to, like, keep them for later. You could try teleporting and getting enemies in. Like, normally you think, like, I want more stuff, more items. Sometimes you actually do want more enemies. Alright, speaking of, teleport. Whomp. So there we go. Oh, I wanted to... Yeah. Alright, this isn't the best use of Lucky Ace, but I don't remember if Lucky Ace copies things you've changed. So like this Pyroclasm, we already lowered the cost by 2. So it only costs 2 instead of the normal 4. So I want to see if the copied one has the lowered cost. Because I don't remember. We just have to not kill that. Hey, teleport again. Whoop. Yep. Lucky Ace copies what you have and what you've done to it. So like if you lower the cost of the things, like we did with Pyroclasm, when it copies with the lowered cost. So, you know, again, think about positioning. You know, position someone in, lower the cost of a bunch of stuff, get all those free things in your inventory, copy those, then you get a bunch of abilities that cost you nothing. Yeah, there's no way I can get more. I was thinking, like, so one of the things you can think about also is, like, all right, wishing lamp.
That will be needed.
Like, if we didn't have these, we're at the end, there's one enemy left, and we're like, okay, we want to maximize how many tiles we get for bonus gems. Well, if we didn't have these two here, we could say, okay, repair this, use this to, you know, summon an item, and say, oh, you know, item. And so now, if we didn't have those, now we'd have 3 instead of just the 2. Well, now we have 4 instead of 3. But, you know, in our case, I was just deleting. It didn't help us any. We are back where we started. I was just showing in a hypothetical how you can, you know, get some, you know, it's only 10 extra gems, but 10 extra gems is more than 0 extra gems last I checked.
Your quest continues.
You know, if we hadn't had those, we'd have, you know, 75 instead of 65. That's cool. I don't like you.
Rewards.
I want, yeah. Rewards! Okay. Judicator. Again, I'm like, no. Like, what your base damage is increased by 1 while you have 4 tiles in your inventory. Graybeard is pretty good about that. Like, he often has 4 tiles, but we also we cycle through things a lot, so I don't want to tie it. Like, Pack Rat's not my favorite. Giant Slayer base damage is increased by 2 versus bosses. It's okay, but like early on, sure. Like, but when you're getting to the later bosses, like when you're dealing with the Uberlich, the fact you're doing 4 damage instead of 2, like that's not gonna be what makes you win the game. So Judicator is a pretty good one for like everyone except Graybeard and maybe Mischief. So Judicator is after you've taken 15 damage in a dungeon, you gain 1 damage for the rest of that dungeon. Like Bruno, this is amazing. Because, you know, you can go in, take damage, buy an armor to heal up. So you get a lot of healing. You know, as Rose, this works really well. She has a lot of healing. As Graybeard, now the fact we have Vampire, you know, think about synergy. Judicator works very well with Vampire because, you know, we go in, we take a hit, we kill people, we heal up. We don't lose any health, but we add to our how much damage taken score. So that's really good. On the other hand, it does not pair well with Chill because, you know, they hit us in the beginning and then whatever they were doing next is 0 damage. So we want Rich. It's very basic. Just start the dungeon with 2 gold. As Graybeard, though, that is very handy. I mean, basically, it's everyone starting with money is very handy, but especially Graybeard. Pore Cardosa holds lonely court within the blood-red walls of this rustic dwelling, and he hates visitors. He's a vampire. What a jerk. Alright, what do we have? First, we have that. So, we start with Lucky Ace on the board. Unfortunately, we don't really have stuff we want to copy, though we have Leech Mana. Do the 2 piercing damage, lower the cost of stuff. So we're going to want to keep an eye up here, because if we can get some strong spells into, you know, if we get 1 to go in here, drop it all the way down, 1 here, like we could hit this guy to lower the cost of them. I don't want to fight any of these people. So, the Wasteland Thug applies Wound. And then poisons. That is not nice. Either, this guy's nasty. He poisons every turn. When I'm talking about, like, you know, poison is not a thing unless it's a lot in one combat. 3-2-2. That's a lot in combat. We don't want to just fight that guy straight up. We want this. Alright, that guy's frozen, which means, you know, he doesn't do damage, but he still hurts himself, so we do 3 because he's already wounded. He takes 3. He does 3. Yeah, use that blood magic on yourself.
New toy.
Oh, yeah, so specific to Cardosa, I'm stumbling over my words. Just a second. You can't see me, but are you stumbling over your words? Take a water break. You just have to believe that I'm drinking water right now. I am. Toxic blood, specific to Cardosa. It has a few things. When you have it, it, of course, takes up the space in your inventory, and while it's in your inventory, you heal by 1 less. So, for instance, Vampire heals you for 2 when you kill anyone. It only heals by 1 if you have this. You know, if there was something bigger that was like heal by 4, it'd be by 3. You know how to subtract 1. The benefit of it is if you have toxic blood, Cardosa's vampirism does not help him when he attacks. Like, all of his attacks are paired with self-heal. If you have toxic blood, he will not heal. We still don't want it, though. Oh, I have no money. And yeah, you can't, like, buy it. You can't sell it. You just get it when you get something else in the same row, which means you need 2 spaces. Otherwise, you're going to lose something. It's very annoying.
Hit it.
Yeah, we'll just take the hit. So we're wounded. We can only equip 1 thing at a time. We're poisoned. It sucks, but
Your lucky day.
we really need Ice Bolt for this guy.
Hit it.
We do not want to take 8 damage from the first strike.
Too easy.
Okay, so like you get this, and now it automatically gives it. You have to pay 1 blood to get rid of it. I'm gonna burn you, because screw you, buddy. Ooh!
What luck.
Now, we can't really get this guy anymore with it. He would only lower this. That's not worth it. So like, hey, yeah, this guy would lower the cost of a lot of stuff. Except, do we really want to lower the cost of Scorch? Not really, so
Them.
let's do this. We're gonna kill this guy. Again, it's free. He does 2 damage. We heal 2. Okay, he replaces him. What's next? Okay, not something useful. Just the tome. Okay, yes, the tome is very useful. I was thinking, like, you know, if it's Lightning Storm, then we buy this. Lightning Storm takes his place, then we hit him. Whatever.
Most curious Ray.
I want to use this up because I want to have more space for copying things. Yeah, like right now, we're not actually hurting him because he's healed up. That's okay. It's basically just for this.
Well,
All right, he's parried. Oh, he. Okay, whatever. We basically just threw that away. Who cares? Pyroclasm.
was a fine.
I have no money. Okay.
Disappointing.
Okay, after much blah blah blobbling and fighting around, here we go. Let's copy our cheap pyroclasm and we just got a lot of stuff. 15 days. So it's like, oh no, toxic blood. How are you gonna fight Cardosa without it? You just nuke him with fire. That's how.
To arm.
Yeah, whatever. Kill you.
No bother.
So yeah, burn by itself is not useful on the bottom because, like, okay, they're burning, they don't lower anymore, so that doesn't help. Burn can be useful for other items, like some is like do more damage if they're burned, and then there's things like if you kill them while they're burned, like the ruby ring. Yeah, so you can get benefits from burning people on the bottom row, but generally speaking,
Something's not right.
something's not right.
New toy.
All right, you are dead. Goodbye, boss. How does this work? God, I can't. Oh.
Away with you.
Sell that. Put him in. Ah! On the other hand, burning people on the top row. So we pick one person to do 4 burn to, and then everyone else takes 2. So let's burn him the most. They get 2. Okay, it didn't matter that we burned him, because now we're gonna nuke him. Hey, this one's free. We're gonna nuke him. Hey, we have 4 gold. Zap. They die. No, I'm trying to click on him. Thank you. All right, that was a little awkward.
Continues.
Whatever.
What will be?
More tomes, not loser. Let's just. This one's very good for Greybeard. Amanita Essence. Reduce the cost of target ability by 1. As like Bruno, you're like, I don't really care about that because nothing costs that much. As you see with us, we have pretty expensive tastes. That one helps, you know. And if we had Brewer where you get 2 copies of it, that really comes in handy. What do we want to get rid of this?
Away with you.
Bottled Lightning. You need to have lots of space to make use of it, and it only gives you Zap, which isn't great if you're not doing a Zap specific build. The Screaming Hills. A place so crazy even the hills themselves are screaming. The hills are alive with the sound of screaming. Stupid is real bad for Greybeard. All abilities cost 1 extra. Like, yeah, as Bruno, you just kind of, you could deal with it in your hand if you wanted to, but as Greybeard, eesh. And don't worry, like, yeah, it says 5 up there, and it's like, what? Why is it? It's just not updated. It's fine. It's not gonna cost 5.
That will be needed.
Okay, teleport we want. Yeah, sure, lower the cost. The problem with meditate is it instantly activates, so you can't like save it for later. We want the gold to get more, you know, to buy this, to fuel this, to try and lower the costs. Well, she has a lot of health, so we're gonna do like this. So here's what I'm like. Deal 4 piercing damage to a target enemy. If they are burning, you deal an additional 6. So like before, I was like, yeah, you could burn people in the bottom row, but they're never going to drop further, so burn won't do anything. Here's a reason how burn does stuff. Like if they're burning, they take 10 instead of 4. It said about free. No, I'm gonna just get that. It's just a thing. Now we just need some money. We lucky ace this stuff. Now, like, yeah, okay, this I don't really want. In fact, this I don't want, so I'm not gonna get it.
Finders keepers.
I want that. You know, before I was getting stuff like lots of pyroclasms and lightning storm, and like sometimes though, lucky ace, maybe you don't always want to copy your strongest stuff. Like this is a pretty good hand to copy actually. So like these are free. Obviously, yes, like a 15 damage spell that costs nothing, you want to copy that. 4 damage to every enemy that costs nothing, yes, you want to copy that. But teleport costs 0. We just have it because of the thing. It's not a bad spell. Like, it's utility. You get health, you can reset the area, you can escape from combat. 3 piercing damage and freeze? Like, yeah, it's not 15 damage, but that's not bad either. It's like, when you're thinking like, all right, lucky ace, you're like, oh, I don't have all my strongest stuff. You don't need all your strongest stuff. This is actually a better hand to copy than what I did before when I had just lots of unmodified pyroclasms and lightning storm that cost a lot, because there's not any real good way that I'm ever going to buy those, right? It's like, this is actually probably like the best type of hand. Like, sure, if we had 2 more of these, that'd be better, but some really hard hitting stuff and some healing and board manipulation and like, you know, a free, you know, it's a defense, essentially. Yeah, a little damage, a little defense. And it only costs 1. And it's like, all of this, they'll go up in here, and the cost for all of these to reacquire will be 1 for Ice Bolt. That, I'm nodding like you can see me. That's a good idea. Yeah, I forgot. Krumit's Tale doesn't keep the music up when you click on another screen. All right, we don't want to use any of these. Can we kill any of you? Yeah. We can take 3 damage. Yes. That's a wonderful sight. This is also a wonderful sight. Whop. Yeah, let's get rid of this stupid now. Oh yeah, so here's the thing that, like, Amanita Essence, reduce the cost of target ability by 1. You can think of it a few different ways. Like, in our case, it's gonna be pretty obvious what we're doing, but like, yeah, you have something that's 4, we're gonna use it, reduce it to 1. But now, let's say we didn't have this, but if you had, like, you know, Scorch, Lightning Storm, you could just instead be like, all right, that's 0, that's 0. You know, that's 0, another one of these is 0, Ice Bolt 0, get 3 abilities for free. It's like, it's a good thing to get as Greybeard.
What a find.
Ow.
That will be
You're gonna hit me first. Oh, that's the other thing. Vampire works very well on Greybeard, because, like, yeah, you go into combat, you take damage, you heal, or you kill everybody and get like 8 health in one go from using Lightning Storm. Yeah, have fun blitzing me when you're frozen. You die. Okay, so now that I've just been cleaning house, here's the thing, like, there's 2 enemies left, and we have all these tiles. We don't want to waste them all. So if there wasn't another enemy next, I'm gonna just fight him because we know he's coming up. Let's buy something. But if he was still buried, like, you know, the last 2, this would be a good time. Like, yeah, you use 1 tile, but reshuffle, hopefully get both your enemies, and then you don't have to, like, discard 4 tiles to get to the last 2. No, we don't need to do that, because he's right there. Well, buy this just in case.
will be needed.
I was like, I'll use my armor again. Right, you can't use armor against this guy. It doesn't work.
Yes.
All right, now we could reshuffle. But we know he's coming in next, like, either way. We'll just sell this. We lose a tile either way. Here he is.
Rush them.
He dies. We have a lot of extra tiles. Greybeard's amazing.
A mere trifle.
Surprise, surprise, we didn't use Ghostly at all. The board turned gold because it's the,
Treasure time.
You know, having a Meditate in deck would not be a bad idea. Gold board means it's the second to last, it's the boss before the Uberlich, and it's gonna be the next dungeons board, but it does it early because that's how it works.
been eating
There's an
that.
ability that freezes everybody on screen, and then if people were frozen already, it does like 4 damage to them. And that is very good because A, you can like, freeze everyone. B, you can do a lot of damage if people are already frozen. So, you copy that and you can use it twice. Unfortunately, it's not showing up. Instead, we get Swampalina's Toxic Vault. There is no cure for Swampalina and her vile concoctions, but they can be prevented from escaping, that is. Yeah.
I've seen this before.
In this dungeon, when enemies spawn, they poison you. Also, globbers afflict extra poison. I call them goobers. Hey, globber goober. So yeah, just in any enemy that just comes in, you get poison. Vampire is really good for this level.
Your lucky day.
Want another gold for this, but I don't have another gold for that. So yeah, instead of doing 2 damage or 2 poison and then an attack, they do 2 poison and 2 poison. They poison you a lot more. It does a lot. Now, thankfully, we heal. So yeah, and we're poisoned because he came in. Ooh. Don't mind if I did. Oh, I do mind about that. It's not great.
Crush them.
I think we do this. It's not great, but stop making those noises, sir. Yeah, let's heal and. Oh, that's another thing. It's like these guys, they're invisible. You can't target them with an ice bolt. That's what the, freezing storm, the same way lightning storm, it like hits everyone. You can freeze everyone on the board. You don't have to target them. We'll hit you. Let's heal the poison now. I think I'd buy this and then just reset. I want to get you, but I can't. Okay, I didn't want it to actually do this, so I was worried. Now, that is one of the problems with resetting the board on this level is when they all spawn in, they all inflict poison again, and now we have a lot of poison. So yeah, if we attack, we won't kill him, and then we'll die, so we need to heal that now. It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks. The skill! What amazing skill it is. All right. So yeah, we couldn't target him at first, right? Because he was stealthy. But now we went in battle, waited a turn, hit him, so we still did our 2 damage. We'll kill him now. And these got their lower cost. I see Pyroclasm coming up, so I want this. I still see Pyroclasm coming up. We still want this. So let's buy that. Hit you, lower the cost of that. Let's kill you, yeah. Now, the problem is I want an enemy here so I can get Lightning Storm and Pyroclasm. Unfortunately, that means we have to spawn this guy in through the middle and get, this and this out of the way, or him, and he's a problem, because, yeah, 5 damage. We can't target him yet. But I guess it should be okay. We have an extra Ice Bolt. Do 3. Oh, he has Blitz. We're dead. Unless... Ooh. A little close. Just a tad bit, tiny bits of close. Yeah, okay. All right, I guess we do this instead of zapping him. Everybody's invisible, man. Stop it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Splat it.
Oh,
Those keepers.
this doesn't... Well, okay, we have to use that. There's a way... Well, I mean, it wasn't a total waste. You know, we got that lowered, but... Okay.
A new toy.
Where the heck is Lucky Ace? I need it right now.
Fortuitous.
Fortunately, I don't have it right now. Alright. So here's how lightning... Yeah. Okay, so I think we have to use one of these. Like, yeah, we have 2 free lightning storms and a free pyroclasm. It'd be great if we could Lucky Ace all of this. But I'm gonna die. Like, I've got... I don't know how much poison do I have? Yeah, okay, only 1, but...
Yes.
Alright. We still have no Lucky Ace. Poison. Do that.
To arms. Got him.
Got him. Guess we start doing Disintegrate now. So yeah, 2 damage. You're like, that's not a lot, but as we keep getting abilities, it recharges. Care for some of my... Yes. Care for some of my witch's brew? It's to die for. No. I'm good, actually. I'm gonna just skip right to the main meal. We got any mozzarella sticks? I'll take some mozzarella sticks. No? Okay. So yeah, here's the thing, like, yeah, we could just put everything into Lightning Storm, but because this recharges every time we get abilities, rather than getting 1 really strong, maybe we do this and those, and like, you know, 1 into Lightning Storm. Bump, bump. Bomb. Oh, I was thinking it had 4 charges. It doesn't.
Oh, yes.
And we can be like, you.
That will be needed.
And... Oh, there's Lucky Ace. I'm about to use this to kill that guy, but... I want lots of things. We're gonna sell that. And then copy those. Now, the thing with this is, when it copies Disintegrate, it copies, I think, with your, like, you know, it starts at 2, but we've raised it to 3. I think it should come in with 3 damage.
No bother.
Nuke you. Hit all you. Do you have Blitz? You do have Blitz. Boo. You're not dead yet. Oh.
What luck.
Yes. That. And womp. Three damage.
Aha.
Nuke.
What a find.
Ice bolt on you. Get another ice bolt. Yeah, we're running out of inventory space, so we'll do that. Okay. Ah, there's another dude. No good. That. Okay, this is at 4. Hit you. Shoot you.
Hit it.
Get out of here, Swampalina. No one likes you or your cats. Okay, that's mean. I like her cats. Her cats didn't do anything to me. Stop.
Splat it.
Stop with all the poisons.
A new toy.
Yeah, so we copied Disintegrate when it was already buffed once, so it comes in buffed already, so it starts at 3. Oh, you're the last guy.
Finders keepers.
Well then. Yeah, see, I already turned to the Uberlich's board before we got there. It's just a quirk of the thing. Yeah, we'll take a Pirate Lockbox, sure. Like, yeah, we try to mainly avoid damage, but, you know, having... Hey, this is Winter Winds. This is the thing I was talking about earlier. Deal 4 piercing damage to visible frozen enemies and then freeze everybody. Yes. Ooh, and I want this. Spellbender Bracers. So you burn and freeze an enemy, and that's all it does. Unless, if they are already burning and frozen, you insta-kill it.
Well bought.
That's a very strong item, and you're like, okay, yeah, you can insta-kill stuff. That seems good. No. So you get 3 uses. Use it on someone, use it again, they die, and then like, oh, you have 1 extra. We have 3 lamps, so we could use it, they die. Restore 2. Use it, someone else dies. Restore 2. Like, it adds up. And it doesn't have to be from this. We could freeze them with this, set them on fire with this, kill them with this. This is a very strong... Late game, this is very strong. Or like, if you got this your first round, it's not going to do much. Like, you get 1 free kill, then 1 free, burn freeze on someone. But for us... Oh, Winter Winds and Spellbender. That is a great... Alright, I have to get rid of some. Wizard Robe. We don't need 2 of them.
Won't be needing that.
Like, yeah, if you get both of them at the start, and there's cheap stuff at the start, you can make use of them. Otherwise, it's a lot to juggle. The Necropolis. Then the Necropolis appeared. I guess it's Krumit talking, so... Then the Necropolis appeared, seemingly out of thin air, a gaudy temple to poison and decay. Really spoiled the skyline, too.
Yes. Let me
Uberlich, when the dungeon begins, shuffle 6 copies of Megaton into the deck. The sweaty herald of the next Meteorfall. And leader of the cult of the nut, the Uberlich's true goals are shrouded in mystery and miasma. But one thing is for certain, they will crush anyone that stands in their way. Yeah, we're gonna kill you.
hit it.
Well, we're gonna kill you or die trying. Someone's dying today. The Uberlich is like, yes, that was my goal, was to kill you. But no, but I'm gonna try and...
Vanquished.
Never mind, man, never mind. You don't get it, man. Oh, this is a gross start.
To arms.
Yeah, 4. Okay, let's math. You math. Ah. Okay. He does 4 to us. We take 2 of his shield. Now he's got 6. He's frozen. We do another 2. He's got 4 health. He'll do nothing. Then he does another 4. So we will kill him, but we'll take 8 damage in the process. This guy, we take 4 damage. He takes 2 plus 2. He does 4. Yeah. We want this one. It's only 4 instead of 8. It's not great. I mean, then we heal for 2.
Yes.
But Nick, we have a lot of spells that we want to, make cheaper and copy to use later. And there comes Megaton. No. Okay.
Fortuitous.
Pay 3 health. Ow. Pay 3 health. Ow. Okay. Burn you. We'll buy you. You fall. You die. Now we can kill you. Okay. This is gross. All right, we want to get these cheaper, which means using this. And so it's like, why did you make them go in that aisle then? It seems like in the middle would be more useful, or even better over here. Yes, but I want this. And you're like, well, why didn't you buy that? Because he does damage if you acquire things in the same row. And we were only at 5 health. Yeah, we want this. We don't have money, and he'll hurt us, but unless we do that.
Your lucky
Okay.
day.
Now we gotta kill some people so that he drops down.
Crush them.
Oh, I was like, why am I doing 6 damage? Well, for one thing, I've got Judicator. All right.
What a
I wanted to
find.
save this for
How vexing.
right.
That will be needed.
Don't care. Eh. Okay. Sure.
Your
Teleport.
lucky day.
Give me another. Let me get cheaper spells, man. That's a lot of teleports. As much as I want to get this and copy it, but I think I do. Get rid of Megaton. We have to heal. Oh, okay. Settle down there, man. Like, yeah, the Uberlich is scary and all, but
Yes.
that's what I'm here for. So, yeah, Spellbender Bracers. Use it once. He's got 1 burn and freeze. That's not great. Use it twice. He takes 99 damage, and it's amazing. Get out of here.
Fortuitous.
Bomp, bomp, bomp. As much as I want this, I'm gonna get it. The end. Haha. I also want this, though. Yeah, okay, let's buy this. What do we get?
Needed.
Acquire target ability. I need this guy. Yeah, I don't want to. Disintegrate can be cool, and powering it up can get really strong, and copying it, and then they start. I just don't have the space for it. I need to take. I need money, and I need to get rid of this. That's what I need. I need this right now to get this. So what do we sell? Because I can't fight any of these guys, and I don't want to, reset the boards.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right. This works. Okay. Burn. Kill him. I'd really rather do it on the stronger guys, but
Sweet relief.
kill him.
What luck.
Oh, I thought it made a copy. It only grabs it for free. Okay, never mind. Then this is kind of meh. Well, that's on me. I didn't know that. So I guess I just wait for a regular pyroclasm then, or lightning storm. Oh, lightning storm would be so useful right now.
To arm.
Yeah, we'll kill you. Get out of here.
Take that.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's fine. Okay,
Oh, yes.
let's get this. Oh, now a good ability shows up. Yep.
To your
Reset again. Gain money. When you acquire this, set the cost of all adjacent abilities to 2 gold. But, like, spend 3. Like, yeah, if this is like Pyroclasm, Lightning Storm, Pyroclasm, like, then, yeah, that would be cheap. But spending 3 to lower this by 1. And, like, yeah, it has 2 defense, but, who cares about 2 defense? We can just do this. Actually, could have done that in the first place. I want some
strategize.
free ice, free damage. Ooh, this works. 'Cause now you're frozen, which means you can't hurt me with your really strong attack. Okay.
The strength.
The strength. Now I want this, and I want this, and then I want a copy. But I don't have copy. I don't have lucky ace. And I want this. I want lots of things. So let's just get this and see what we can find. All right, that's pretty great. That's still pretty great. Deal 4, deal 10 to a burning enemy. Okay, well. Then let's make him burning. There is lucky ace. I want lucky ace. Lucky ace.
A new toy.
Okay, we're not gonna be able to keep all of these, so. Back. No. So it's like, okay, what are we gonna copy? Like, yeah, the lightning hitting everyone's useful. There's still one. Winter winds would be nice to copy on everyone as well. Pyroclast one we definitely want. We'll just use that on the Uberlich. But actually, maybe we do this.
Invigorating.
Hey, there we go. Hey, and we even have... All right, so we kill someone, get winter winds, buy it, do copy all that. We're amazing. The end. Who do I kill that's the easiest?
2 arms.
4, you have 3, then you do... no. Well, okay. 6 days. Yeah, whatever. We'll take 6 damage, but that's okay.
Your lucky day.
Yes. So first, hit everybody. Then, freeze everybody. Then, hit all those frozen people. Now we got a lot of weak people. Let's finish them off. Dead. Dead. Oh yeah, and then they're drunk golems, so they make more stuff. Dead. It's like, wow, Uberlich is so hard.
Find.
For you. Shuffle 2 exact copies of target ability in the... Oh yeah. This is a nice one we never got in the store, but it's like, it's the same sort of copy. Shuffle 2 exact copies. This one costs 1. So now we have another, you know, that. Now we have even more of those. We got another one. Here's another one. There's another 3. Yeah, it's like we could fight the Uberlich and deal with him using Doom and or nuke him, nuke him, nuke him, nuke him. Bam!
That concludes our tale of how our hero vanquished the Uberlich.
Yeah, what he said.
Yet something haunts me.
What could it be? What haunts you, Krumit?
Something the Uberlich uttered with his dying breath.
Oh, what was it?
Fools, you can defeat me, but there must always be an Uber.
Oh, that is pretty haunting. There must always be an Uber Ugg. I don't want there to be an Uber Ugg. An Uberlich I can handle, but an Uber Ugg, man.
I'm recruiting a team of heroes to recover a few artifacts.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I hope that means that there's another game coming.
Artifacts that I can only hope may break this
Because,
terrible
like-
cycle. So put your feet up, traveler. We have much to discuss.
Yay,
Seems
we
I
did it.
chose well.
Quest complete. Score 1813. You know, who cares? We're not playing for the score. Oh, 1828. I guess we got some bonus for something. If you're doing a daily
Do you
challenge,
have what it takes?
sure. When you're doing that, yeah, you know, score can be handy, but we're not doing that. We were just playing for fun. So that's Graybeard. Thank you for everyone who watched this, and thanks for everyone on Twitch. Thanks to everyone on YouTube. Thanks to everybody everywhere. You know, last time we gave special thanks to Mr. Craig Dude, but today, special thanks go to this guy up here. Look at that. He's so happy. He's just like, yeah, I'm the guy in the portrait. Woo! Special thanks to him. You keep up the positivity, man. That's how we're going to get through this week, right? See ya next time. Woo. I don't know. I can't wave. What do you want from me?
Ah, can I offer some of my witch's brew? It's to die for.
No. I'm good, actually. I'm gonna just skip right to the main meal. We got any mozzarella sticks? I'll take some mozzarella sticks.